Well, we were looking for a funny person, and Fred Berry, who played Rerun, that name I invented was Rerun because he had to take his class over and over. He was a dancer on the Lockers, which was a dance group. And he was getting his shoe shined in the hall of NBC. And he just looked funny. So I told him, why don't you come up after you get your shine? We'd like to have you read for a part. So he did, barely, but he got us in hysterics. He was just funny. And so he got on the show. And the other people on the show, Haywood Nelson was just a cute young kid who had some acting experience. Raj was played by, help me.
Ernest Thomas.
Arnie Thomas, good actor. And Mabel played the mother, and Shirley Hempel came on when we were looking for somebody to work as a waitress in the thing. And they all sort of worked very well. His sister, the young sister,
Danielle Spencer.
Danielle Spencer, just had the right acidy tone to make the show zing. I think she and Fred Berry, I think, were the two people on the show that made it very successful. We worked hard on that show. We did not write the pilot. We hired a couple of really good writers to do it. Arango and I forget the other person's name. This is embarrassing. But they wrote the pilot. They stayed with the show. We stayed with the show. And we story edited as well as executive produced it. And the show was pretty successful. We brought the Doobie Brothers, gave the first writing assignment to a young lady who became George Carlin's wife. So that was Sally Wade. Anyway, just a little something.
Mabel King actually didn't stay with the show the third season, I believe. She left the series.
She did. She had a problem with it. We had a lot of problems on that particular show. The boys wanted more, and I'll give you a perfect example. The first year at Christmas, we gave out Christmas presents. We got Tiffany watches for the ladies, and on that was To Shirley, Solenberg, right? Or To Shirley, You're Great. I think that was it. And we gave her the gift, and she says, no, she wanted a camper, you know, like an RV. I said, there's no RV, it's a watch, that's what you get. No, she gave it back to us. Luckily, Saul's wife is named Shirley. She today wears that watch. But they were demanding. They were very upset that they weren't making millions of dollars. And our budget on that show was about $140,000 a week. I mean, if you know any numbers, you know that's minimal. The network didn't pay much for it. So they went on strike. They didn't want to work. Fred Berry was the instigator of a lot of the things, and they thought we were discriminating against them because they were a black group, and we heard a lot of that too. None of which I assure you is true because I think we had a background that disproved that kind of theory. But it was not a real happy experience, except that the only other thing was the show was a hit. Not a huge hit, by the way, but a big enough success, a great enough success that it was on for a few years, 2 years, I think.